So we are looking at, start here. This is what we're doing. Let's go down. Hello, hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. So what are we doing? We are looking at this number. This number on the abacus is 7,600. So we have to do 7,632. On the abacus, hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. We are learning how to read the abacus. So all the beads that are counted on the abacus is being counted, but right now nothing is being counted. This is 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 7,000, 7, 5, 6, 7. 7 means what? 5 on the top, 1, 2. So this is what 7 looks like. These beads are being counted. So that's what this means. The reckoning bar tracks the numbers. So we do 7 on the abacus. We can color it in 7 on the paper. And then we do 6. So 5, 6. Notice it's one less bead. So we have 7 and then we have 6. So we're going to color in 6, 5, 6, and then 3. 1, 2, 3. All the bottom beads has a value of 1. So when we're looking at it, we have 3. This is 3 items, 3 beads. And then we have 2. 2 on the abacus looks like that. That's what 2 looks like. 2, again, is just touching the 2 beads touching the reckoning bar. That's all we're doing. So what we have, and what happened to my, oh, here it is. Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. What we're doing, we're learning how to read the abacus. And I'm coloring it in because I like to color. So we have 7,632. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining. We are learning how to read the abacus early this morning for morning math. We're doing some morning math. So our next number is 1,169. So on the abacus, we do 1,169. 1, so this is what 1 looks like, just the value of 1, the 1 bead. And again, we're just going to color in 1 bead. And then 6, if you notice the top bead is touching the horizontal bar, now we're counting the 5. So if I don't count the 5, then it's 1. If I do count the 5, that is 6. So we have 5, 6. So I'm going to color in 5 and 6, and then we have 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thank you so much for liking my live. Thank you so much. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. So now we're going to do 868. Notice it's a 3-digit number. Because it's a 3-digit number, we're only going to be using 3 columns. So we do 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 6, 5, 6, and then we do 8 again. 5, 6, 7, 8. So all the top beads is touching the reckoning bar. That's what's counted. So when we count this as 5. So the top bead is 5, and I'm only going to color in 3 columns. So I'm going to color in the first top. So the top is 5, 5. Excuse me. 5, 5, 5, 5, right? And then I got to do my 8, 6, 8. 8 has 3 beads on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Right? So we know that 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. 6 is 1 plus 5. So we do 1 plus 5 is equal to 8. And then we do, 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. And then we do 8. 1 plus 3 is equal to 8. So all I got to do is color in 3 beads to match my top bead. So we have 868. Good. So how are we doing? Our next number is 2,278. So this is a 4-digit number, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use 4 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 7, 5, 6, 7. Then there's 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. So we're going to color in 2,278. 2,000, we're going to color in 2. 1, 2. And then we do it again. 1, 2. Right? And then we have 7, 5, 6, 7. So notice that the 5 is touching this reckoning bar, so that's what's counted. If I take it away, then I only have 2. But if I add it, now we have 5, 6, 7. And then we have 5, 6, 7, 8. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How are we doing today? So we have 8. We do 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're just learning how to read the numbers on the abacus. That's all we're doing right now. So we have 9,336. So I'm going to clear my abacus. I cleared my abacus. Now we're at 0. Because we're at 0, we're going to do 9,000. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 3, 1, 2, 3. And then what would this math be used for? Usually it's for arithmetic. So anything that does adding, subtracting, multiplication, and division. Why would people use this? To keep their brain active. So it's like using it for Sudoku. So if you play Sudoku, crossword puzzles, jigsaw puzzles, word searches, Abacus would follow along the line to keep your brain active and thwart off dementia. So I know there's a lot of older people that actually are starting to use the Abacus because it keeps their mind active. That is why. So, what grade am I teaching? I'm teaching the fun grade. This is right now just learning how to read the abacus. Everybody needs to learn how to read the abacus, so I don't know what grade that would be. The reason why is because not everybody knows how to read the abacus. If you know how to read the abacus, then that's great. Then you be whatever grade you're in. But that's kind of not, the question itself is kind of, I mean, we all have to start understanding how to read the abacus. Because I don't think a fifth grader knows how to read an abacus unless they were taught. You know what I mean? So it all depends on, like, you know, what they know. So what we're doing is we're learning how to read the abacus. So we have 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Chris. Yes, all ages. Thank you. You're absolutely right. It is all ages. I thank you so much, Chris, for helping me. You're right. You're right. It is all ages. So we do 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Yes. Talk. Well, you like it? Done. Even. Yes, you're right. The top beat is always a value of 5. When we look, we have the value of 5. So we're doing this. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 5. Notice the top beat is touching the horizontal bar. This is 5, and this is 6. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So what we're doing is we're learning how to read the abacus. And then once we get into understanding how to read the abacus, we will go into doing some adding, subtracting, multiplication, and division. It all depends on how the class would like it. So then we have, we're doing 9,336. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to color in 6. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. So here, I cleared my abacus. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do only 3 digits, right? Because I only have 3 digits on my number. So with this number, I'm going to do 3 digits. I have 1, 8, 2. So we look, we have 2 on the abacus, right? Notice that the 5 is not touching. So this is not counted. This one is not, there's none of the beads touching this column, so this is not counted. This is 0. So we have 2, this is 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1. There we go. So we have 1, 2, and then we have 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we had 1. There we go. So we have 281. I just learned to read. I learned something new. Oh, good. Steal my number 1. Cam. Modern day calculators made the abacus obsolete. No, actually, modern day calculators made the slide rule obsolete. Sunny, if you actually knew around the world, there's abacus competitions. And you see those people that do this, you see the kids that do this, they're actually doing abacus. So no, abacus is not obsolete. It's about accessibility and speed today. You know, it's funny. This is introduced for what? This was introduced for people that need accommodation, which is really funny, or it's used as an enrichment program. So it's the funniest thing. But none of the average people are introduced the abacus, which is strange. Why is it for those people that need accommodation and those people that are super smart? You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to do is I am trying to show the matrix what the abacus is. Can you graph with it? No, you can't graph with it. Why would you want to graph with an abacus? You could, if you need to see what the number is. Okay. So, and then there's the other questions like microwaves made cooking obsolete. So do you use a microwave a lot, Sunny? I thought it was a type of math other than a place. You know what? The only math that we're doing here is just arithmetic. So we do adding, subtracting, multiplication, and division. That's what we do. So we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Hi, Daylin. Welcome back. Welcome back. That you call me. What is your question? Don't ask me if you need to go to the bathroom. That's one of the things. I don't know why people ask that. Anyways, so Sunny, do you use a microwave? If you use a microwave, then that means cooking is obsolete. Okay, so we do our next number. Our next number is. I need to learn long division. Oh, you can do long division with this. I'm new here. Exactly what's this used for? Good morning, Robert. Let's see. I'm new here. This is just used to count. That's all it is. It's just used for counting. So we do adding, subtracting, multiplication, and so here, adding, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Good morning. So why don't you start from the beginning? Oh, you know what? It's the reason why is because we have this. So every column is a place value. If you notice that there is a label right here, this label actually tells me what my ones place is. So when we look, we have our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. And if you notice that now we have our decimals. So we have our ones, right? And our tenths, right in between is our decimal. Our decimal sits between our ones and our tenths. And then we have our ones, our tenths and our hundreds. Are there any supplements you take for cognitive? I don't know. I'm not here to promote anything like that. I'm here to promote Abacus because Abacus is the greatest thing next to sliced bread. So we're going to have 696. So we're going to do 696. We do 9. We do 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 6. We have 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 6. 5, 6. So we're going to color in our abacus. We have 6, 5, 6, and then 9. 5, the top beat is always 5. So we count 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we do 6. 5, 6. So we have 6, 9, 6. When we count, can we do another one? Hello, Kit Bay. I learned another thing. No, it's not 6, 7. It's 6, 9. This is 9. 7 looks like that. 5, 6, 7. But this is 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not sure if it's Sphinx or Gib what you're talking about. No, I think I clearly mentioned that this is 6, 5, 6, and then this is 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do it again. 5, 6. I don't know where you get 7 from. 7 is not even in the equation. It's not even in the. I don't know why people keep saying that. I know. Hi. I don't even know how to say your name. Hi, Gio. Of course I know. Of course I know. You know how many trolls come into this room to tell me about 6, 7? Please. I even have a post about 6, 7. Come on. Come on. All right. We're going to continue on. We have 4,919. So we have 4,000, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 900, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we have 1. And then we have 9 again. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thank you. Hayo. I think it's Hayo. Thank you for the comment. See, there we go again. Drew said 6, 7. I don't know why. It's not even a 6. There's no 6, right? There's no 6, right, Hayo? There's no 6. It's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What grade do I teach? Usually the kids are young, but I am open to teaching older students as well. So the kids that I teach right now are probably preschool, kindergarten, and first grade. But I do want to teach like higher grades, and I'm going to start introducing abacus to the higher grades. But you all have to start with understanding how to read the abacus. So like even the preschoolers, they don't do 4-digit numbers. You know what I mean? So it all depends on where we all start. I'm just trying to start where we all are. So it's easier to understand what 4 digits are for older people because it doesn't look so. It's easy, right? So we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 1. This is what 1 looks like. And then this is 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a 4-digit number. Because it's a 4-digit number, what do? We're just counting our beads. These beads are being counted because they're touching the reckoning bar. So my next number here is going to be 8,412. So I clear my abacus, and I'm going to do 8. We have 8, and then we have 4, 1, and then 2. And that's the interesting thing too, Sakura. I actually, whoever comes into my room, I teach them as well. And I notice that a lot of kids actually join. So I guess I'm teaching 5th grade and 8th grade. But like specifically, like I teach all grades for those that want to learn how to use the abacus, if that makes sense. Because it just depends on how fast we learn. And if you learn really quickly, then we can go through a lot of the concepts quickly. So we're going to do 2. This is what we're doing. 2, 1, 2. So we have 8,400. Notice the 4 is four beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 1. And then we have 2. 1, 2. This is still the beginning. You're good. Hello, Mary. Do multiplication, please. We'll do multiplication in a little bit. Zach, what are some of the practical uses for the abacus? Practical uses usually for kids when they start needing to know how to do their numbers. Kids, you need to know how to do adding, subtracting, multiplication, and division. So usually kids that are what? Kindergarten, preschool, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, right? 4th grade, and then 5th grade. When do you use math? Well, you use math. When do you use math? You use math when you look at a receipt, right? You use math when you're looking at, how to build a garden, what kind of plants you want to plant, right? I mean, whenever you use math. So then what happens is for those of you that are wanting to keep your brain active, why do you do Sudoku? So what's a practical use for Sudoku? There isn't. But you do it for fun. It's more like a hobby. It's the same thing with crossword puzzles. What's the practical use of a crossword puzzle? Keep your mind active. Same thing with jigsaw puzzles. What's a practical use of a jigsaw puzzle? A jigsaw puzzle is the same thing. It's a hobby. So if you're older, the practical use for abacus is to keep your mind active. Does that make sense, Zach? Thank you for the question. It's the same thing with chess. Chess is about strategy. Well, abacus, we can have critical thinking and analysis. This is the beginning. This is the beginning, Lance. No. Just sit and watch a little bit, because you'll see. You'll be easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 1,436 on the abacus, right? So here's our number. We do 1,000. That's what 1 is. And then we do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4 is 3. Why? Because 1, 4, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we have 6. 5, 6. Lance, did that make sense? So what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the abacus. I'm going to color it in. So we have 1. That's what 1 looks like. That's it. Easy. Simple to use. Easy to understand. So we do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lance, does this make sense? So we have 3. 1, 2, 3. Anytime the beads are touching the reckoning bar, then they're counted. So notice I have 4 columns touching the reckoning bar. These are what I'm counting. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 6. 5, 6. I remember that. Oh, really? I will have to take a look. Yeah, it's in a lot of places actually. It's in if you listen to Penguins of Madagascar, right? Penguins of Madagascar. What's his name? Kowalski upchucks a abacus. Abacus everywhere. So this one. So you know what? It's actually in Wonka, which is really crazy. So there's an actual, I'm starting to get it. Yes, good. So there's an actual character. His name is Abacus Crunch, which is really funny. And then, in Madagascar, in Abacus of Penguins of Madagascar, Kowalski, he upchucks a abacus. In Seoul, they use something like an abacus, but not really a true abacus. And then in Tinkerbell, right? In Tinkerbell, there is Fairy Mary. She uses an abacus. And then in this book, she is difficult to see. And then they decide to use an abacus as a thing. Yeah. I'm gonna look at Mulan now. And then there's this one game, and he uses an abacus. It's called, his special skill is the pulverizing abacus. I don't know why you want to pulverize anything. Hey, Tammy! Welcome back, Tammy! I'm here early. I'm trying to be here early. In Match Factory, Tyler, if you're not going to be nice, then please leave. So then here, there's a little game. And that's it. Okay, so my next one is going to be looking for Mulan. I'm going to take a look at it. What? I'm trying to do research on where all the abacus is located in the world. So abacus is not obsolete. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, garden. Good morning, garden. Okay, so we're back to here. Are we back to here? There we go. Okay, so we're still looking at the abacus. She has some really good videos on her page that explains a lot of these equations. Oh, yes. My bad twin. Are you sure? Oh, Tyler. Oh my goodness. Okay, as long as you guys know each other and you guys are not, you're not being mean to each other, I'm perfectly fine with that. Don't be mean. All right. Thank you, Robert. Yes, I have a lot of video. I also have I have a lot of video. Okay, so Lance, I don't know if Lance is still here. Lance mentioned that Lance doesn't understand. In Milan, one of the answers. Oh, okay, I'll take a look. Thank you. That B. I'm going to call you B. Yeah, I understand. Okay, so our next number is going to be 5,374. We're going to do 5,000 on the abacus. We're going to clear it. We have to clear it. We do 5,300, 1, 2, 3, 7, 5, 6, 7, and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was just watching one of your videos. I think I'm going to buy one. Great. Oh, I don't know, Robert, if you know that there is a abacus. I don't know how old you are, but if you're looking for abacus for adults, I do have a book that I finally created, and it goes through. I don't know if I showed this to you. I need to just take a picture of it. I'm just going to take a picture of it next time, so I have it at hand. Yeah. Hey, Shane. So I have this one. I don't know how you are. But if you're looking for abacus, basic math abacus for adults, and what I do is I talk about how to count, how to add, subtract from 1 to 1 plus the 5 minus the 5 plus the 10 minus the 10. How is it going, Shane? Thank you so much. So then, it's available here. I'm going to have it in my TikTok shop, but right now it's available right here. And then if you're looking, this is my name. That's what it is. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Robert. I don't know how old you are, but if you're looking for that, but I do have the mazes as well. That's also available in my shop. I know a lot of people start with the mazes. Hello, Skinny. Say that again. I don't know what you said. Okay, so we're going to continue on. For those of you that are interested in Abacus books, I do have it available in my TikTok shop or Abacus. I do have Abacus available in my... I got to take a... I'm going to do that. There we go. All right. So, thank you. Okay, what are we doing? We're going to do 5,000. So we have 5,000. 300, 1, 2, 3. See, notice that because I moved my abacus, the beads it's very easy for the beads to move. Wait. Why do you skip the first set? Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, sorry. I skip these two, because I have a label. This label tells me where the ones place is. Does that make sense? So when I look, I need to find my, when we look, this is my label. My label tells me the ones place. So when I have my label, I have my ones, tens, hundred, thousands, and then 10,000s. And notice that I have a decimal. Because I have a decimal, I have my tenths and I have my hundreds. That's it. That's it. That's the only reason why. I mean, you could go all the way to here and start, but then for me, it gets confusing because I know that this is my label. This is my ones label. Good job. Good job, me, Mel. Mel, meow. Mel, that's funny. Okay, so we have 5, and then we have 3. 1, 2, 3. We have 7, 5, 6, 7, and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, I think it's the same thing. Thank you, Mr. Norman. Okay, so we're just about done. And then because we're going to be done, it'll be your turn soon. It'll be your turn very soon to tell me what these numbers are. So our next number is going to be 2,344. So we have 2,000, 1, 2. We have 300, 1, 2, 3. 300, and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Please keep your mind open to something different.
Open your mind to me, please. Open your mind.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. I do appreciate you keeping your mind open and see if this what makes sense. So we have 2, 1, 2. We notice that there's 2, 1, 2, and then we have 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we do 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So we have 4. Notice that the top bead is not counted, so that's not touching the reckoning bar. Because the top bead is not touching the reckoning bar, it is not counted, but we have 4. If we touched it, if this came down and now we, right, then this would be 9 because this is a value of 5. So we have 4 or 9. So it depends on the abacus that touches the 5. If the 5 bead touches the abacus, then we count it, but it's not, right? So we have 2, 3, 4, 4. Again, if I brought the 5 down here, then we have 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sounds like Darth Vader. It is not Darth Vader, actually. It is Quato from Total Recall. Total Recall, Quato, and he's talking to Quaid. Oh, thank you, Rays. Okay, so what are we doing? We're doing, so then if I did this, right, this is 2, but if I bring down the 5, then this would be 7, because now we know it's 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. So I take it away. Freaking love it. Oh, hello, Tabitha. Yes, so it signifies 0 and 1. Yes, exactly, Samantha. So when we're looking, if I did this, right, this is 5. This is 0. And then if I had, this is 1. This is 2, 3, 4. And then what is 4? This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You didn't like the remake? I liked the remake, Robert. I thought it was really good. I liked it how it was a different spin. I liked it. I liked it. But I do like a lot of movies. So we have 10. 10 looks like 1, 0. Javi edits. Javi, this is not a 6. This is 10. 1, 0. 6 looks like this. That's what 6 looks like. What you did is 60. 60, because of my columns, is a 6 in the tens. 5, 6. And then 7. Okay, Oh, sad panda Robert. And then this is 7. We have 5, 6, 7. Did you not like? I like Kate Beckinsale. I do like her. I think she's really pretty. I think she's a really great actress. So in the ones place, we have 7, 5, 6, 7. All right. So what are we doing? You know what? It's going to be your turn. Let's see. Let's see how you guys do. Let's see how you guys do. You know what? We'll do the three-digit abacus. Is this for adding? No, no, no. Actually, we can do adding, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Like a mango. I like mangoes. I like the Alfonso mangoes. I don't like the the green mangoes. And I don't know. I know it's kind of cool. Am I a teacher? I am now. Am I teaching you? I am a teacher. So D3. Can you multiply? Yes, you can. If you see, it says multiplication and it says division. So, thank you so much for sharing. Okay, it is your turn. We are going to be doing what? We're going to be doing the three-digit abacus. And that's what it looks like. So, here we are. And you have to let me know what number this is. But the first thing we need to do is understand how to read the abacus. So what number do we think this is? What number do we think that is? Thank you, Mel, right? 575. 5, 6, 7, and then 5. Good job. Well done, well done. Thank you, Dig. Thank you. Hey, welcome back, Perez. Welcome back. So we have 575. That's what that looks like. And then we have this number. We have then we have our hundreds, our tens, and then we have our ones. What number do we think that is? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for commenting. Thank you for checking in, Perez. Thank you so much for checking in. For those of you that are interested, please check in to the with the orange heart me. Hello. Thank you. Yes, it is. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Robert. It is 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome, Dig. Thank you, Alec. Well done, well done. So we have our next number, 9,914, and it takes us to this number. This is going to be easy. What number do you think that is? Mr. Norman, it is not, well, 944. 944 looks like this. That's what 944. But we did a 1. Oh, hey, Plasmoo. Welcome back, Plasmoo. Thank you, Alec. It is 60. Thank you, Dig. Oh. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Mr. Norman. Thank you, Mel. Okay, good. 60, and then it takes me down to here. What number do we think this is? We have our hundreds, tens, and ones. What number do we think that is? Chuckum and Rye. 800, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well done. And then 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Mel, Tammy, Mr. Norman, Alec, and Dig, and N. Chuck, did that make sense? So when you look at it, we do 3, 1, 2, 3. This is the ones column. This is the tens. Every time the top B touches the reckoning bar, it is counted. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we do it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's what the number is. The number is 893. Well done, everybody. Well done. So our next number is, we have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. What number do we think that is? Can you show how to multiply? Okay, we can show how to multiply. Yeah, we could do that. But you have to know your multiplication fact. Do you know how to do your multiplication fact? We're all so concentrated on typing fast. Try to send the likes in between. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Robert. Oh my God, you're so funny. Okay, we can in between. So we have 571. Well done, everybody. Every time the top beads is counted, is touching the reckoning bar, this is what 5 is. And then we have 7, we have 5, 6, 7. These three columns is touching this reckoning bar. So we have these three, so we're doing 3 digits. So we have 1, 2, 3. This is 7. 5, 6, 7, and then this is 1. Notice that we only have one bead, so the answer is 571. Well done, user 690. Thank you, Perez. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Robert, for the reminder. Thank you, Mr. Norman. Thank you so much, Dig. Okay, so our next number is, how are we doing? Oh, yes. Well done, everybody. Well done. What is our next number? I'm going to clear my abacus, and I have my hundreds, I have my hundreds, tens, and ones. Well done. Ooh, thank you, PC. Thank you, Mel. Right? It's easy, simple to use, easy to understand. Well done. Thank you. So we have 6, 5, 6. We have 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have 5. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rachel. So we have 685. Well done. And then we have our next number. What is our next number? So I'm going to clear my abacus. And what we're doing is we're learning how to read the abacus. Well, what would be an abacus used for? An abacus uses for to show our numbers. That's what it is. And anytime you do arithmetic, so we do adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing, we have that. So, for those of you that are interested, I have books available in my TikTok shop, or I have my books available over here. Okay. Yeah, I gotta figure that one out. There it is. Here we go. Nope, that didn't make sense. All right, so we have 800, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, we have 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we have 5. Notice the top bead is touching the reckoning bar. Because the top bead and the bottom beads are touching the reckoning bar, they are counted. This is not counted. This 4 beads is not counted, so it only leaves me with 5. So my next number is, what is our next number? There we go. So we have hundreds, tens, and ones. What number do we think this is? Thank you, Mike. Thank you, PC, Rachel, and thank you, and Perez, Mel. Thank you so much. PC, well done. Hello, Andrew. Thank you. Dig. In other words, yes, in other words. In other words, we're learning math with an abacus. That's funny. That's a good one. Okay, we have 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well done, Robert. Thank you, Kisbit. Thank you so much. We have 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we have 1. So we have 931. On the abacus, we're doing our place values. Every column is a place value. So we have our ones, our tens, our hundreds, our thousands, our 10,000s. And that's it. So then we have our next number. That's what that looks like. And then we have this one over here. So we have hundreds, tens, and ones. How do I know that this is not hundreds? Because this is my thousands. The columns that are labeled, these are labels. This label tells me that this is the thousands. This label tells me this is the ones. So every grouping is every, fourth column, just like a comma. So this is my thousands. But this is not thousands, this is hundreds. Whoa, thank you guys. Still abacifying, I am. Thank you so much, Bio. So we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2, 1, 2. We have 6, 5, 6. And so what I'm trying to show the matrix what an abacus is. Thank you everybody for joining.
Welcome to the real world.
Thank you everybody for joining. Please keep your mind open for something different. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will see you. Thank you so much for the comment. Have a good day to you too, and have a good morning. I'm hoping the trolls are not awake. Okay, so we have 426. Thank you. We have 426, and then what is our next number? So visual. This is fun. I'm so visual. Oh, good. Yes, you know what? It's really amazing. When you see your numbers, it's very interesting what you can do with it. And so we're going to do some adding, subtracting, and we're going to do some multiplying, and you'll see how easy it is. In other words, thank you. Yes, 7, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 6, and then 7, 5, 6, 7. Thank you everybody for liking my live. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And if you're interested, there is the orange heart me. Go ahead and check in. And we're doing 767. That's what that number is, 700. So notice that the top bead is touching the horizontal bar. That's what's counted. And then we have these bottom beads. We have 2, 1, 2. But when we add the 5, now we have 7. Add the 5, we have 6. Add the 5, we have 2. I've always wondered. This is Autumn. Oh, good. Oh, good. Thank you so much for commenting. I am happy that we are learning and we're open to something different. Different. It is different. Different is okay. We have our hundreds, tens, and then ones. What number do we think that is? We have our hundreds. What are we doing? There we go. Hello. Hello, Ben. Good morning, Ben. We have, all right, it is 587. Well done, because remember we have the top bead is touching the horizontal bar. So we have 5, 6, 7. We have 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we have 5. Well done, everybody. Well done. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, PC. Thank you, Kismet. Yes, well done. So that's what it is, 587. And then our final answer. What is this number? And this is available in my TikTok shop. And then we have our ones, we have our tens, and we have our hundreds. Thank you, in other words. Yes, 283. Well done, well done. 280. 1, 2, 80. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 3. 1, 2, 3. Well done, well done. Okay, so that's it. So this book is available in my shop. This book is available in my shop. And what it is it's a bunch of mazes. And what you're trying to do here is you're trying to read the abacus. And I just made it into a little game. There's the beginning parts where I explain what an abacus is and how to read it. And you guys already know. But this is what it was for. And so if you notice, we talk about how to read the abacus. And then we review what the tens place and what tens place and the ones place. And then we talk about reviewing the hundreds place. So this is what the hundreds will look like on the abacus. And then I give you this mask maze. This mask maze is the same mask that is downloadable, because I noticed that the paper is thin. Because the paper is thin, you can still see the answer. So what I did is I downloaded. You can download it. I give you a QR code to download it. And then from here, you can put it on any paper. This is a file folder. And then I just use it to cover the paths, because it's easy to see the numbers. It's easy to see the answers. So then there's another one where I have it, it's called a reverse maze. And so I give you a bunch of mazes, and that's what you're doing, is you're learning how to read the abacus. And then coloring. Don't forget you need a color. And I have a reverse maze. This reverse maze, once all the colors are in the same row, since all the colors in the same rows, do you ever use the colors in the equations? No, I don't, because it is not in the same, right? Because if I want to take away one, I want to take away this one. Does that make sense, Robert? I'm not sure if that was it. Since all the colors are in the same row. I'm still sleepy. So all the blue is across. Yeah, the only thing that's across is the blue, right? So this is 5. This will always be 5 because there's only one bead. But if I did this, right, this is now 6, right? But if I did this, this would be 1. If I did this, this is 2. But if I want to take away 1, then I take away 1. If I want to add 2, I'm adding 2. I'm adding these 2 beads. If I want to take away 1, I'm taking away the orange beads. If I want to add 2, I'm adding these 2 beads. So I don't use the same colors in the equations. Does that make sense? So if I want to take away 1, I'm going to take away the red. I make it sound so easy. These are really good questions. My abacus has no colors. That's fine. Your abacus doesn't need colors. So this is the usual one. And so when we're adding, we're just adding the specific number. We're adding the specific item. These are fun to use. Oh, good. So, this one is my reverse maze. And then my reverse maze, I give you the path. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to color in what the numbers are. That's what it is. So the idea was to color in the numbers. And if you wanted to make sure, I had the answers in the back of the book. Yeah, but I like the colorful abacus. I like the colorful abacus too. I like the colorful abacus. I do enjoy it. It is nice and it's pleasing to the eye. But I feel like that if the colorful abacus was on a 13-column abacus, I think it'd be overwhelming. I do like it on the 7-column one. It's exactly what I was wondering. Now seeing the other colors without makes sense. Yeah, yeah. I use this one usually when I do multiplication and division. The reason why is because I need the extra columns to count to help use as a placeholder. And it works exactly the same. So if we line it up, we have my dot, my label, right? And we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5, we have 5. We have 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, Robert, I was gatekeeping. I wanted to make sure. No, I wasn't gatekeeping. It's just a question. Like, it's a very good question. It makes sense, right? And so when we're looking, you'll notice that there's a dot. There's these dots. This is my ones. This is my thousands. I have my dots here as well. We have our ones, thousands, millions, billions, and then we have trillions. Yes, we will do. Yes, okay, let's do that. Thank you for the reminder. I've seen 13 column in color. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 7, I think, is nice for the colors, but I do believe that if I had this 13 column one I do believe I feel like it's overwhelming. Okay, so yes, let's do a quick. You know what? Let me do a new one. Okay, so in Abacus World, we don't. My little sister won't let me sleep. Good morning, TikTok tea. Oh, I'm sorry, Ben. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so do you have the multiplication division? Not yet, but I will, because I was able to finally publish. Because I was able to finally publish my introduction to abacus for adults, I was going to start with the mazes and the multiplication and division. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, dig. So, what we do in abacus? Oh, I got the. I have my abacus. Oh, yes, yes, that's right, Perez. I remember. I was looking at it. I was like, oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any issues or any problems. What are we going to do? We are going to understand distributive property. Distributive property is a math rule, right? What does it do? It breaks numbers into smaller parts, and then you can multiply the smaller parts separately. What does that mean, smaller parts separately? Well, when we're looking, the numbers that we're going to do, for some reason, I would like to just, the top row and all the rest we can. There are some abacus that makes there are some abacus, they don't make it that way. They make this one to be a different color. So this one would be one color, this one would be another color. But they don't make the top beads unless you make it on your own. You could 3D print it and make one on your own. I did have another person that made their abacus out of beads, and you could do that too. But if you're looking for something that's, manufactured, there is not one that looks like that. So what are we going to do? We're going to do distributive property. We're taking apart these two numbers. We're going to take apart the 4 and we take apart the 3. What does that mean to take it apart? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 5 times 4 first, and then I will multiply 5 times 3 second. The reason why is this is what we call distributive property. So distributive property, again, is breaking the numbers into smaller parts. That's what we're doing. That's what distributive property is. So our first question is going to be 5 times 4. Now, when you look, I don't say 5 times 40. I say 5 times 4. Oh, sorry. I have to count. Where am I going to put my number? I'm going to put my answer in the hundreds column. Why? Because I can see my question. I can analyze and critically think how many numbers I see in my question. My question is 3 digits, so I think that the answer is going to be 3 digits. So I have 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to start here. Then I do 5 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. Add the 2, 1, 2, add the 0. 0, you don't need to add anything. Then my next one, I'm going to do 5 times 3. 5 times 3 is 15. Add the 1, add the 5. That's it. So what did we just do? We added and we multiplied. Just like what we do in mainstream. But the difference in mainstream is... Thank you, Phoenix, for the follow. The difference in mainstream is that you do it this way. 43, and you start from the ones place. So when you start from the ones place, right, then you don't know how big the numbers get. But I started from the hundreds place because I know I have 3 digits. And it works exactly the same. And that's what it is. Dick, did that make sense? Hello, Divine. Hold on just a minute. So then my answer is 215. Excuse me. Okay, good, right? I'm going to tag my children so they can learn now. Thank you, Phoenix. Oh, okay. So we have 215. We can do it again. Let's do it again. Hold on, Divine. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Thank you. Thank you, Phoenix, for sharing. How old are your kids, Phoenix? So, Divine, I don't know if you're still here. Okay, good. So we're going to count. Let's do a little review. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll continue on with multiplication. But the first thing we need to do is we need to understand how to read the abacus. So we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5. The top beat will always be 5. Because the top beat is touching this reckoning bar, it is counted. None of these beads are touching the reckoning bar, so that's not being counted. Whew. 4, 7, 10, 11, 13. Okay. The reason why I ask is because for the 4-year-old, I don't know if I mentioned this. I feel like, thank you, Abby. I feel like I've mentioned this, right? For the 4-year-old, I do have an abacus for abacus, preschool abacus math. And this was geared for kids that are 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so Divine, are you still here? We have 5. And then we do 6. Thank you, Abby. Abby, yep. So we have 6, 5, 6. We have 7, 8, and then 9. If you notice, this is 9. So every column can be 9. We do 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. And that's it. So when we're looking, we have 10, right? After 9 is 10. 10, what's 10? 10 is a 1 and a 0. That's it. Thank you, Belinda, for the follow. Thank you, Divine, for the follow. That's all it is. That's all it is. So what we're doing is we understand and we recognize the numbers. So we do 20, 30, 40. And then we have 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Right? And then 59. And then if I did this, we do 1, 10. Excuse me. This is 1. This is 10. 1 is 0. Here is 100. 1, 0, 0. And then what do? We have 1,000, 100, 1000. And then we have 10,000, 10,000. So what about these ones? Well, this is my tenths and my hundredths. This is where we do decimal places. So the abacus is more than meets the eye. Okay, Ben, have a good day. Don't stress, Ben. Don't stress. You'll be fine. Thank you, Ben, for joining. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Oh, thank you so much for checking in, everybody. Thank you, Kismet, for checking in. Okay, so then we have what number? We have 99, right? And then if you notice, we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tamal, did that not make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if I add the 5, like that, then we have 9. So we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Add the 5, we get 9. If I did this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I add the 5, we have 8. If I have 3, 1, 2, 3, notice that the top beat is not touching the reckoning bar. This is now 3, 1, 2, 3. When it touches the reckoning bar, like that, we have 8. If I have, this is 2, 1, 2, and I have the 5 touching the reckoning bar, this is now 7. Thank you so much, Trey. Is the abacus a new way of learning? No, it's been around since the Mesopotamia. And there's a lot of abacus competitions. It's just not around in America, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to introduce abacus to the matrix. Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome to the real world.
It's been around since Jesus wore pants. Thank you, Tamal. That's funny. America needs metric. I know, right? I know. Ah, that's so funny. You guys are so funny. Yeah. Yes. America needs metric and the abacus, which is really crazy. Like, it's so crazy. Because you know why? Like, we have all these other math manipulatives. Like, there's these blocks. I have these blocks to help explain a little bit more about the abacus. But I have these blocks, and this is very popular in mainstream math. You're amazing. I'm loving it. Oh, thank you in other words. So for those of you that just joined, I work in construction. I know, right? I know. I don't know why we do imperial. We have them in. You have the abacus in Mexico? That's fantastic, Patty. Is it the one? Is it the 1 and the 4, or is it the 2 and 5, or is it the 10 beats across? That's what I wonder. Like, I wonder how popular it is in the Americas. I don't understand why we use different from the rest of the world. I don't understand it either. We're so backwards. I think America, I think we in America is the only one. There's one other small country that uses the imperial, which is great. Oh, it's 10 beads. See, the 10 bead is different. 10 beads is different. Why? Because it's a 1-to-1. So if you want to modify, you can modify.
You need modifications. Modify.
If I have 10, you can modify it, right? You could do this. If you don't want to buy the abacus, that's fine. You don't need to buy a new abacus, but you can modify it. I would tape 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would tape it. And then it'd be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then tape it again. I would tape it again, right? I tape another row, and I would have another row, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would do the whole thing. I'd do the whole thing. And then what I would do is I would flip it over like this. Why? Because we don't see our numbers sideways. I don't know why they made it sideways, but we don't see our number sideways. And then after that, take a string of some sort, and then you do that. So then it would mimic the soroban. Does that make sense? It would mimic the soroban. So if I have 5, I add 5. You bring it down. I add 5. If I want to add 1, I have 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. And then you would ignore this 1. That's what I would do. Yeah. And then again, right, I would label it. I would put a dot just so you know where the 1's place is. It's just to keep it track. But it's kind of nice because you could see the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's all together like that. And then this is the tens. This is 50, 51, I'm sorry, 60, 70, 80, 90. And again, you would just ignore this. Thank you, PC.
Oh, I love it. Great stuff.
Yeah. So if you don't want to buy a new abacus, which is fine, right? I would modify the one that you have. I used nickels and pennies until I got my abacus. Oh yeah, that's right. Plasmo. You could use nickels if you don't have the abacus. Yes, you could use the nickels and pennies. You're absolutely right. So when we count, we do one. Whoa. We do one. We do two, right? We can do two. We do three. That's three. We do four. That's four. And then five. Five. And then we do six, six, seven, seven, eight, eight, nine, and nine. This is not dumb, Chloe. That's not dumb. But for the different abacus, would it always be the last two? Not always. Not always. You know why? Because it depends on where your dot is. This is the dot. This is my label. You could use this one as my ones. So if I did that, if this would be my ones place, then I have all of this to be my decimals. So when we're learning, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then, right, we can have our number. Oh, that's not it. We have our number. So if we have our number, it's 90.00001. Did I start my marathon? No, I haven't started my marathon. I went to bed. I think I did 3.5 hours last night. Chat, am I learning something? Chloe, did that make sense? So it's not because of the last two. It depends on where you label your ones places. So here, when we look at it, hello, good morning. Yeah, yeah. So that's what this is. So if I want to choose, this is a 13 column one. I could choose this one to be my ones place. So ones, thousands, millions, billions, and trillions. Or I could do this one as my ones. So then I have all of this to be my decimal, and I have all of this to be my. So it's not necessarily a hard and fast rule that the last two. It just happens to be that way for this abacus. Thank you, it too. Good morning. Can't stay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Michael, for joining. Catch you tonight. I'll see you tonight. Time to go back to work. This is what I'm doing. This is my work. My work is to educate the matrix. I'm here to educate the matrix. All right. Thank you, everybody, for the questions. These are such great questions. Thank you so much for commenting. Now I know I'm not the only one in the room. But yeah, so then we have our numbers. Yeah. Okay. So we could do it again. We're going to do multiplication. Are we ready for multiplication? I think Dej is still here. Play the sound of the Matrix.
Welcome to the real world.
That's what it is. Hey, yes, okay. So what we're going to do again, we're going to do 3 digits. How do I know where my answer is going to be? I know my answer is going to be 3 digits because I can see the number. I can see this, which is interesting because I think mainstream doesn't tell you to look at your numbers, to look at your question. Look at your question and analyze it. We have 3 digits, 1, 2, 3. So we know we're going to be in the hundreds column somewhere, right? So if we do distributive property, for those of you that don't know, we're doing distributive property, which is a math rule. What we do is we're going to break the numbers apart into smaller parts. So what are we going to do is we're going to do 4 times 9. 4 times 9 is 36. So we add the 30, 1, 2, 3. We add the 6, 5, 6. This is very similar to 90 times 4. But we don't need to do 90. The reason why is because we already have figured out where our placeholder is. So we do 90. We do 9. And then we do it again. 9 times 4 is 36. Add the 3, 1, 2, 3. Add the 6, 5, 6. So my final answer is, what do you guys know how to read my final answer? What is my answer? Do you guys know? Thank you, Lane. So if your answer would be yes, it would be most likely yes, PC. Well done. Yes, Perez. Yes, 396. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Perez. That's exactly. So even if it was like bigger numbers, I was doing this last night and somebody was like, this is too much. Right, yeah. So here, let me show you another one. La, la, la. I'm very excited to teach my daughter this. My granddad used. Whoa, your granddad had an abacus? Was it a 10 bead or was it a 1 and 4? Thank you for the purchase. It's a 10 bead. Oh, were you here when I told you how to modify it?
You need modifications! Modify! Modify!
So what you could do with the abacus, right? We have 10. I just felt, okay. So here, if you want, you could also modify your abacus as well. So if I have 10 beads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then we have this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yours is yours is 10 bead. I would tape it. Tape 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tape it. And then keep this separate. And I tape it again. I tape another column. And then what I do is I would flip it. Like that. So then you can mimic what we have. You get a string. Like that. So then you can add. We have 5, add the 5. Right? That's 5. We have 6, have 6. 7, 7. 8, 8. 9, and then 9. And then you would just ignore this bottom one. Good morning, chaotic. Good morning. So then we could do it again with the 5 here. So then there'd be 5 here. So it'd be 59, and then 69, 79, 89, 99. And then you just ignore the bottom. Hello, Z. Yes, I do remember you. We had a very good conversation. Thank you, chaotic. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, that's right. I need to get my Lego. Hello, boy. I need to get my Lego sound bit that says good morning. Ah, I love it. I love it. So, thank you everybody for joining.
Welcome to the real world.
Oh, yeah. You know, I do like it because you could see the 5. And then you can go into doing, you could see going into doing formulas. Because there's these formulas that we need to do. These are the formulas that we need to understand. We have 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. And so we're going to go into that right now. This is what we do with adding and subtracting. So for those of you that are interested, I do have this book available here. There we go. So this book is all about how to add the 5. What we're going to do is why are we going to learn? Why are we learning? We're learning how to add. Oh, wait. Just found me. So the first thing we're going to do is we understand how to move the beads. We know how to read the numbers, right? We know how to read the numbers. Now we're going to learn how to move the beads. So when we move the beads, make sure that you use the edges of your fingers, right? You use the edges of your fingers to move the beads. You want to be gentle, right? Don't be hard. Don't be aggressive. Because if you're aggressive, then your answers are going to be wrong. And if I have all of this answer, if I have like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and I do this, don't flick.
And flick. Oh, you flick too hard, damn it!
Don't flick, because then your answer will become wrong. So the other thing is because the beads are very easy to move, you want to use your left hand to stabilize it. So you use your left hand, even if you're left-handed, you want to use your left hand to stabilize it, and you use your right hand to do the calculations. They say that because your right hand is connected to your left brain, and your left brain is what does all of the calculations. You could. I mean, it is up to you. Okay? So that's about learning how to, the anatomy of the abacus. So let's talk a little bit more. There's the top beads, there's the heaven beads, and then there's the bottom beads, the earth beads. So when we're looking, you can be poetic and you can talk about the heaven beads and the earth beads, but I just talk about the top beads and the bottom beads. The top bead is a value of 5, the bottom bead is a value of 1. So when we're looking, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Notice that when we have 9, it's 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. And then we can start going into, Lane, how old is your daughter? I wonder, because it depends on the books that I would recommend. So for children that are 3, 4, and 5, I do have a abacus book for children. Thank you so much, Chaotic, for sharing my live. Thank you, AJ, for sharing my live. Oh, she's 4. So this might be beneficial for you. I do have this book here where we start talking about just the numbers, and I have activities. I give you an explanation of what the numbers are, and then and we have activities to strengthen the concept of the numbers. This one here is just the maze. It doesn't matter what path they take. She just needs to find what abacus it is. So if the number is up here, she just needs to find the path to get to the number. And then here's more abacus as well. And then I have more activities. There's a pixel art, and I wanted to get them to practice their numbers, and I also want them to practice their motor skills. So I do have like more activities where we do some cutting and pasting, and then we have our counting. We have, you color the animals, and then you just write the number. And this is all abacus specific. Oh, good. So we talk about counting forward, and then we talk about counting backwards, and then we have it where we count what's in between, right? And then we have what's surrounding, and then after that we have what's greater than, and do comparison. And then after that we can start going into adding and subtracting. Adding and subtracting is very interesting because then we start understanding how the beads are moving. So what are we doing? 3. How do I make sure she understands the concept of the top bead being 5? You could have bricks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you could tape it. You could do that. I would continue to have her count from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what I would do. So my one student was having problems with that this is the top beat as being 5. And so I would make sure that they would count 5 and then 6, 7, and then have them count it again. So this is 2, and then I have that'd be 5, 6, 7. So when I'm looking, you could, yeah, she could see the 5. You could do that, right? You could have her touch it. I do like this concept because I do know that this is a difficult concept for kids, having this to be 5. But I would have but I would tape it, make sure it's like a little package, because it's going to help when you do the it will help when you start doing the adding of the 5 and taking away the 5. So I would do the package. Yeah. I'm ready to get ready for work. It's been a pleasure. Oh, thank you, Lane. Yes. Yeah, that's what I would do, Chaotic. I hope that helps. But yeah. Yeah, not a problem, not a problem. Yeah. Oh yeah, you could do like a little bag. You could have like a little bag of stuff, right? So here's my little bag, and you could put like 5 items in it, right? You could do that too. And you could say that in my bag I have 5, right? This is my bag, right? So this is my bag. I don't know if that would be too much, but you could say that this is the bag of 5, right? You could call it bag of 5. You could call it container of 5 or what have you. It does. Okay, good. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, because explaining that concept is a little difficult for children. I do understand that. And so there was another one where the plus 5. So the plus 5, I talk about cats in the tree, and I noticed that really helped as well. So when we talk about the cats in the tree, there's always going to be 5 cats in the tree. I don't know if you could see that. There's 5 cats in the tree. So when we start talking about the concept of the 5, we talk about 5 cats in the tree. Oh, you know what? You can talk about your hand as well. I can use a Ziploc bag. I'm getting that for her too. Oh, but you can also talk about your hand, right? If you touch the top of your head, that's 5. 5 fingers, right? So 5 is the top of my head. 5. 5 fingers. You could do that too. You can use your fingers to help as well, right? And so in the book itself, I talk about the 5 cats, but you can also talk about your fingers. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know, you could still use extremities, right? You could say one hand is the top. This is one hand. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Then we have 6. So if you look, 6 is this. This is the top bead, and this is 1. So we have 5 and then 6, and then 7, 5, and then 7, 1 and 2. You could do that too. You could do the 5. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You could do. Yeah. There's. The one thing is just have to be creative, really. You know. So, how are we doing? For those of you that just joined, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. If you have any specific questions, let me know in the chat. For those of you that's just joined, we have like 40, 54, 55 people. So, I don't know if everybody here is still new to Abacus or if we're old to Abacus. If you have any questions about Abacus, let me know. We can do a little review. Let's do a little review. So we have oh, good. Okay, good. Hello, me. So we're going to count one. This is one. This is two, three, four. So what we're doing is we're just learning how to read the abacus. When we learn how to read the abacus, then we can go into adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. But the first thing to do is the biggest thing is to understand how to read the abacus. This is four. Anytime the beads are touching this reckoning bar, this is what's counted. So notice that these columns are not being counted and the top bead is not being counted. But if I do this, the 5 is now counted. So we have 5. The top bead will always be 5. So we have 5, we do 6. So we have 5, 6, and then 7, 8, and then 9. All the bottom beads has a value of 1. All the top bead has a value of 5. So when we're looking, we can count with some money. So if I showed you 1, this is 1. Here's 2, that's 2. This is 3, that's 3. 4, that's 4. Okay? And then 5, the 5 looks like that. That's what 5 looks like. And then we have 6, we just add the 1. 5, 6, and then 7. 5, 6, 7. 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. So then you might be wondering what's 10. 10 is 1 and a 0. How do I know? Well, just like has our place values, right? Our place values, we have our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. That's what it is. So if I look, this is 10. That would be 100. This is 1,000. How do I know? Because there's a grouping. This another label here. This label tells me that I'm at thousands. And then I have 10,000. So if I did this, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then this is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And then we have 5. Hello, Ben. Welcome back. Welcome back, Ben. So happy to see you here. Me, did that make sense? So we have 5. And then what we want to do is we don't want to flick. Oops. Don't flick.
And flick. Oh, you flick too hard, damn it!
Don't flick. Hello, Daylin. Welcome back. Welcome back. For the 1, 2, 3, and for the 5th time. Yep. Yeah, my son caught on before I did. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. How old is your son, may I ask? Because it all depends on like the ages of the children, right? Like if they're young, then you talk to them young. But if they're old, then I can start talking about mazes. So there's a maze book, depending on how old. So if your son is young, 3, 4, and 5, then I have this preschool book. But if your son is a little bit older, I do have a 2-digit abacus. Is that a flux capacitor? It is not a flux capacitor. It is an abacus.
Now, open your mind to me, please. Open your mind.
So when we're looking, there is a two-digit puzzle. I don't know how old your son is, but there are two-digit mazes, and these two-digit mazes just helps solidify how to read the numbers. I give you the answer. I give you the no, I give you a question and you need to let me know what the answer is. So this is 64, so then I got to go this way, right? The idea was to sorry, I'm trying to, can I follow you? I don't know, Ben. I have to see what's going on. So here we are. We have 64. So we have our number 6 and then 4, and then you have to find the path. That's what this is. And then I give you another one which is called the reverse maze. And the reverse maze is what? I give you the path and I give you the number and you have to color it in. I don't know me if that made sense. So, and then if you're ever interested, I do have the answers in the back of the book. Yeah. I don't know, Ben. Unless you're teaching me something, I don't really follow too many people unless you're teaching me something. All right. So, what are we doing? We're going to do this number. There we go. We have 92 times 8. Perez, are you still here? So we have 1, 2, 3, right? Oh, I was supposed to do another one. Oh, sorry. I was supposed to do another one. I wanted to show you. So this one. So here's the question, right? If we had 6, 3, 5, 3 times that by 2. When we do that, we still have to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we do distributive property. We do it again. 6 times 2. 1, 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 is single digit. You got to go back, right? And then 2 times 5 is equal to 10. Add the 1, add the 0. Add, and then again, 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Again, we make it 0 to 6. So 0, 6. So my final answer is 12,706. Yeah. So again, what we just did is every time, no matter what our answer, no matter what our question is, we know what our answer is going to be. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our answer is going to be somewhere in the 10,000 realm. So my answer is 1, 2, 7, 0, 6. Yeah. So no matter how big your number is, it just depends on how big your answer is going to be. Does that make sense, Perez? Yeah. Yeah, you just count the numbers. Count the numbers. And then you get an idea of where you are. So, doing air fingers on your invisible is certainly have. Does certain fingers have a place value? No. No, because I think you're just moving the beads like this. You have to try to imagine the columns in your mind. Because what you're doing in the abacus is you're just moving it around like this, right? So that's the same thing with your fingers. Yeah. I don't try to memorize it in my head. I'm perfectly fine using a tool. But I do know, but if you do it enough times, it's just like typing, right? On a keyboard, you do it enough times, you're going to know where your enter key is and where your space bar is. It's the same thing with typing or playing the piano. Ideal stoner. Yeah. So when we're yeah. So yeah. Does anyone use this anymore in life? Yes, ideal stoner. Apparently you don't because you're still a stoner. Yeah. Oh. Does occupation still use it, I mean? Yes. Teachers. Teachers that need to teach children how to count on the abacus. I'm sorry. Teachers need to teach children how to what numbers and math is. So if there's something about 90 or nines times, okay, so let's do that. Just like regular. It is just exactly. It's just like regular math. It's just we're using it with an abacus. So what about 90? Okay, so what are we doing? We're going to do 90 times 98. It's the same thing. Right. My teacher used a calculator. I could, yeah, yeah. But then you don't know how to do it, right? So apparently, I feel sad for Ideal Stoner. You probably use a microwave too. You don't cook? We use math every day. We don't realize it. Oh, I see. Okay, good. I was just wondering if it's still, yes. There are abacus competitions, and it's happening all around the world, just like America still uses the imperial system. We should change over to the metric, but we don't. You're just being rude. I'm here all the time. You're not here all the time. You just commented. You're judging my name, which is crazy. You're asking me a very pointed question if we still use it. If you were still here all the time, you would know that there's abacus competitions. Why do you think you're on my... I don't know. You ask TikTok that. I'm not here telling TikTok, let me get to Ideal Stoner. Nobody, because you can't laugh at yourself and you're sad. I'm sorry. Oh, I laugh at myself all the time. I've talked about competitions. If you've been here, we've had competitions. There are plenty of abacus competitions. Apparently, Ideal Stoner doesn't go on YouTube and go look. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Chaotic. Okay, so here it is. We're going to do it again. If we did 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do it again. We do 9 times 9, right? 9 times 9 is equal to 81. So we do 81. And then what are we going to do? Well, when we're done with this, we're going to count it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do what? 8 times 9. 8 times 9 is what? 72. 72. 72. I'm sorry, 70. Right? So we add the 7, 5, 6, 7, and then we have 2. 1, 2. So my final answer is, Ben, my final answer is 8,820. Thank you. Yes. So when we do it, we want to make sure we keep track of our numbers. Because we finished with a 9, right? We do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's why I start here and add the 72. 7 and then 2. That's it. So when we're looking, right, we just critically look at our numbers. We don't need to blindly look. Does it make sense? So yeah, that's a very good question. It's an easy question because we don't have to do formulas. So that's the other thing. And when I do the math, when I do my multiplication book, you're going to slowly start creeping into working with formulas. So the way I have it, it was going to be, we first understand how to just add it, and then we go into how do we add it with making of the 5, and then add it. How did you do it so fast? Oh, okay. Let me do that again. Let me get you a new piece of paper. Why don't I use the far left? Because I label this as my ones place. That's why. So if I look, I have my ones place. Thank you, Chaotic. Sometimes I go a little bit off the rails for trolls. Because I love talking to trolls. I think it's funny. I'm sorry. Okay, focus. Okay, so the reason why I don't go all the way over here is because I call this as my ones place. Because I have my ones place, right? I want to have my label. That's my label. It's okay. Free entertainment. Thank you. No, I appreciate I appreciate bringing me back. Thank you. I know I do appreciate it because sometimes yeah. So here I have my label for my thousands. So I have my ones and my thousands. You could, but see if you start from here, then it'd be. Are you going to say that this is my ones? But it wouldn't be. It would be my tens because we count from right. We read from left to right. We always have a bigger number from left to the smaller number, which is to the right. So I think it'd be harder if you started from here, from the left. You could start from the right and then move your way up. You could do that. But I think it'd be, oh, that's the wrong color. But I think it'd be a little bit difficult. So here we're going to do, okay, we're going to do 9, 8 times that by 90, right? And then what are we going to do? We're going to count our digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know we're going to be in the thousands because four digits means what? Thousands. Yes, we start on the 4th. Yes, right? Because we have 4. So what are we going to do? Our next one we're going to distribute a property, right? We're going to take it apart. We're going to take this number here and then this number here. And we do that. So 9 times 9 is equal to, what is 9 times 9? Equals to, okay, Ben, have a good day. 81. Thank you. 81. 80, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1. Thank you. Thank you, Tammy. Oh, bored. I'm bored. Hello. Welcome back. Hello, Peach. Hello, Ebony. Good morning. So then we're going to do 9 times 8. 9 times 8 is 72. Add the 7. Thank you, Peach. Add the 7. 5, 6, 7. And add the 2. 1, 2. Which is different, right? Here in mainstream they do what? They do 90 times 90, which will equal to 8,100. But in Abacus, we don't need to worry about our hundreds. What we do is we just take it from our place values, our multiplication fact. Our multiplication fact just says 81. We don't need to worry about the zeros because the Abacus does it for us. That's why we count out here. 81, 72. So my final answer is 8,820. 8,820. That's what my answer is. So the difference between Abacus and mainstream is that we don't have to worry about the different zeros. We don't have to worry about all these zeros because it does it for us. Because if I look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 81. See? 0, 0. That's what I have here. Thank you, me. Yeah, it's crazy. But it's such a simple tool. So then what do we do here? We do, what is it, 90 times 8 is 720. Right? 7. Look at it. 7, 5, 6, 7. I'm at the hundreds. And then I just add the 20. But I don't have to add the zeros. In Abacus world, I don't need those zeros. That makes it complicated. It's so funny. Adding extra zeros makes it very complicated. That's why we only do the our multiplication table. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm bored again. Thank you so much for the rose. Thank you so much for liking the lives, everybody. Thank you guys so much for liking the live. So we're just doing a little bit of multiplication on the abacus. Yeah, it's different in the morning than it is at night. But no, you know what? I take that back. It's different depending on the size of the group. With the concept of the numbers and the digits, can you explain? Okay, yeah. So we do it again. We have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then what are we going to do? We have 2 times 1. 2 times 1 is equal to 2. Because 2 is a single digit, we have to look at it as a double digit, right? So we have our double digits. Every time any single digit needs to be a double digit. So we have 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is what we have to do. We have to make all our single digits a double digit. So we have 0, 2, 1, 2. No, it's not 67. It's 2. That's what 2 looks like. And then we do it again. 2 times 1 is equal to 2. 2 is a single digit, right? We got to make it a double digit. So this is a 0, and then this is a 2. But you have to explain it to it. Okay, so when I explain it to a child, I just say, go back 1 column. So if it's a single, they have to know the difference between a single digit and a double digit. They need to know the difference between a single digit and a double digit. So when I talk about it, I go single digit, double digit. It's a single digit, go back 1 column. That's all I would say. Go back 1 column and add your 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 is a single digit. Go back 1 column and add the 2. So I would talk about process before I talk about understanding. Yeah. So if it's for a child, I would say go back 1 column because they can do the chanting. Go back 1 column. Yeah. That's it. Just say go back 1 column. If it's a double digit, stay where you are. Stay where you are. What does that mean? So if it's 99, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 90, 91, 91. Stay where you are. 81, 81, right? If it's a single digit, go back 1 column. Go back. But stay where you are. 72. Hey, Mirdolo! Welcome back! Why are you mad? Why are you mad? I don't know what 6th grade math is. I only do abacus. Abacus is arithmetic. If you're looking for 6th grade math, you have to find somebody else. Funny. Are you stressing? Are you stressing too? Don't stress. Abacus makes it easy. I only do arithmetic. I only do adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. That's the only thing I do on the abacus. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm a little bit more. She has a maze book for age range. Yeah, I'm actually really excited. I'm going to be doing my 15th. I'm on my 15th book. That's crazy. I didn't think I'd be on my 15th book, but it's crazy. I've got a whole collection. I got to print out my whole collection of books. Okay, that's a lot. What's a lot? Anna, we got to just look at the abacus. Thank you, Mel Mel. Thank you so much for sharing my live. Okay, we're going to count on the abacus. We'll do a review. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 5. That's the value of 5. We have 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, really? Plus, minus, divide. Okay. I didn't know that. I'm still trying to figure out, what I'm still trying to do is I'm trying to figure out how to gear every grade level with an abacus. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to start with grade 2, grade 3, and it's all about the abacus. But it's just, I think if the kids just knew abacus, it would make so much time. It would save so much time. It would just save so much time. Anna, we have a 10. That's a 1 and a 0. And then we have our place values. Every column is a place value. We have our ones, our tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. And are you still around? I don't know. So, yeah. Okay, any other questions? I mean, we can do more questions, or I can continue on with just adding and subtracting. Hey, left brain, right brain. How can I be happy? Can you do cool? Can you? How can I be happy? You got to look within yourself, left brain, right brain. Look within yourself. You can only be happy if you make yourself happy. More multiplication? Okay. We'll do more multiplication. We'll go through the maze. Right? Because, I mean, we could philosophize, but... Or we could philosophize about math. With the abacus. Yeah. No, I mean, that's what it is, really. I mean, we can only make ourselves happy. We can only be the one satisfied. You know, nobody else can teach you. Nobody else can tell you. Nobody else can make you feel happy. You have to feel happy. I mean, we've all gone through strife, and it's what strifes, it depends on how you react to it. If you react to your strife poorly, not poorly, but if you react to your strife negative, then you will live a negative life. If you react to your strife positive, then you will have a positive life. Hello, Gloria. Thank you. Oh, more application. So we have 3, 1, 2, 3. We do it again. We do distributive property. Distributive property is, again, breaking the numbers into smaller parts. We need to know our multiplication. We need to know our multiplication fact. That's what we need to do. Unless you're trying to teach, unless you don't know, then you could use the abacus. You can use the abacus with called additive. Where is it? Additive. Additive addition. So here I created this. Let me see if I can do that. There we go. So if I want to add the 1, right? 3 times 1. I'm going to count here. 3 times 1 is 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? 3 times 2 is 6. 5, 6. Right? 3 times 3. How do I know? I need to add another 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 times 4. You add another 3. To add another 3, what do you do? Plus the 5, plus the 10 minus the 7. So that's 12. And then I have to add another 3. Can I do it? No. I need to do what? Plus the 5 minus the 2. So my final answer is 15. And then I have to add another 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. I can do it. Add another 3. That's 7. I need to add a 3 here. Plus the 7 is what? Plus the 10 minus the 7. Add another 3. So the multiplication doesn't get introduced until you... So in multiplication, you need to know how to make a 10. Then you could start with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then afterwards, timetable 6, 7, 8, 9, you have to introduce it after the two-step. So then I want to do 8, add 8. And I need to add another 3. 1, 2, 3. And then here, 9 times 3. 9 times 3, I need to add another 3. Add the 5, take away the 2. So my final answer is 27. Are you a math teacher? I am now. So when we're looking, right, we can do cumulative addition. That's what you need to do. You need to memorize your multiplication table. Once you know your multiplication table, then you can do the multiplication on the abacus. So we have 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 9 times 8, 9 times 8 is 72. Add the 7, add the 2. And then we do 8 times 2 is equal to 16. Add the 1, add the 6. So my final answer, do you know what my final answer is? Can you guys read what my final answer is? Thank you, left brain, right brain. Yes, thank you, Perez. It is 736. Well done. So then we do 736. We do it again. One, two, three. How do I know? 1, 2, 3. 7 times 9. 7 times 9 is 63. Add the 6, add the 3. 1, 2, 3. 7 times 8. Thank you, Perez. What's 7 times 8? 56. Thank you. 56. Thank you, Antoinette. Add the 5. Add the 6. 5, 6. Final answer. Do you know what my final answer is? $686. Yes, 686. Well done. 686. Thank you, Merdolo. Thank you, Perez. So what do we have? We're going to be in our 3 digits. How can we better understand using the abacus? I have heard of the, I'm sorry. Yeah, the only one I know a couple to use your fingers to do the multiplication table. So I know like 9 times 1 is 9, right? 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 8 is 72, right? And then 9 times 9 is 81. I know that one. Can you do the other numbers? Yeah. There was one that did like 5, 6, 7 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, but it was really complicated. Like I don't remember it anymore. And it's a strategy. It was something I had to do like, yeah, I would have to review that. My friend was teaching me and I was like, "Oh, that's so neat." But then the problem is I have to I have to know that. Yeah. I know the other I know you could do 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know how to do the other numbers. Like I don't know how to do twos or threes. I would have to do research on those ones, but I don't do the yeah. I don't do the numbers with my hands. Okay, how can we better understand using the abacus? To better understand is just practice. Um, Antoinette, it would be practicing. So then I have to look up again. How do you do? I would do 2 times 50 plus 8 plus 8 to make it simple. 2 times 50, you don't need to do that. Look, 2 times 50 is 10, 1, 0, right? And then 2 times 8, 16. I don't know what everybody else said. 266, that's not right. 2 times 10, 5 times 2 is equal to 10. 10, 1, 0. 6 times 8 is 16. 8 times 2 is 16. 1 and 6. Something in a different way. Yeah, I could see that, but my way is different. Oh, I see, yeah. I could see that. I could see that. It's a lot, yeah. That's interesting. But then you have to memorize what 8 times 8 is. You have to memorize what 8 plus 8 is, unless you started adding and subtracting. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, Antoinette, it would just be practicing. So when we're looking, right? I mean, I've been doing abacus for like 20 years, and I'm still talking about it. But like to read the abacus, we can understand 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20. So a lot of it is practice, just like typing on a keyboard or playing the piano. Like we know where the keys are because you know where your fingers go. Mardell, you don't mean. Don't you mean to multiply 2 times 8, or are you adding eights? Okay. Right? Antoinette, did that make sense? So when we're looking, it's just a lot about practicing, and that's what these are, right? So I have like books where you can do 3 digits puzzles. Oh, yeah. And then again, it's just the puzzles themselves. It's a maze, and what we're doing is we're just looking at the maze and we're recognizing how to read the numbers. And so you just you find what the answer is, and then you find the path, right? So this is 272. Then you find the path to go 272. It's different, right? Like it's just like, how do we know what the numbers are? What we do is we practice what the numbers are. 272. I am on my own. Hello, T4, TR. Hello, TR. Yeah. Okay. So when we're looking, I do have this available in my TikTok shop. Where can I buy this? My TikTok shop. What? The abacus? There's this right here. It's right here. I pinned it for you. Hey, Shayla. Going on? I don't know what that means. Yeah. All right. So then, what are we doing? If you're looking for other books, I do have. I have a whole collection. I've tried to build my TikTok shop, but I do have a collection over here. My name is Lynette. Thank you for joining. What we can do on the Abacus, we could do adding, subtracting, multiplication, and division. I still got to build out my multiplication table, my multiplication maze book. And what are we doing? We're doing distributive property. Distributive property is a math rule. It talks about breaking up the numbers into smaller parts. That's what we're doing. So my number is 116. 116. Let me see it again. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Which one? This one? Oh, thank you, TR. Thank you for the comment. Yeah, sorry. I apologize for being quick. I'm not used to I'm more used to like teaching because I do enjoy teaching, but I do have books available and I have 14 books available. Yeah. And so they range depending on, depending on who's it for and what you're looking for. So if it's just for you, I would, okay, see you later, Chaotic. I'll see you later. Thank you for joining. So, if it's just for you, I would recommend going with the maze books. I have three different types. There's a two-digit maze, a three-digit maze, and a four-digit maze. If it's for your children, if it's for children, depending on how old they are, they can start off with where they're at. So if they're like what, second grade, I think they can do two-digit. If they're third grade, I think they can do three digits. I can't wait for your 15th book. Yeah. So, well, it's going to be a little bit, right? Because I still got to do a two-step equations, and then I was going to do multiplication mazes. I was going to do mazes. So there's going to be a whole line of multiplication and multiplication mazes. Maybe I'll just do that. Because I already have it out. I just got to section off. And it's going to be different because every maze is going to be specific. So now I'm just workshopping it out. So my maze books, it will be multiplication. Excuse me. For the kids, we're going to go by numbers. We go 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And I think I'm going to do 1. And then after that, then they're going to have to know their 6, 7, 8, and then 9. But we only go up to 9 times table, which is interesting. We only go up to 9 times 9. Yeah. In Abacus World, because after 9 times 9, like 9 times 10 is redundant. 10, 11, and 12. 10, 11, and 12, they're all redundant because that's when we start doing distributive property. 9 times 12, we do this and we do this, right? So we do 9 and then 18. So what did I just do here? I did it Abacus way. But you didn't. No. So 1, 2, 3, right? 8 times, 9 times 12. 9 times 2. 9 times 1 is 9. 9's a single digit. I add it. But the problem is here. Add the 1, add the 8. Add the 1, add the 8. Why? Because it's 9 times 2. 9 times 2 is equal to 18. I have to add 1. I have to add 8. Add the 1. How do I add 1? Plus the 1 is equal to plus the 10 minus the 9. Plus the 10 minus the 9. And then don't forget to add the 8. Add the 8. There we go. So that's my final answer. 108. Thank you for sharing me. So, yeah. So that's the one thing. And then the adult one, it's going to be a combination. Cuz I don't have to worry about it. Maybe, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. So, yeah. Crazy. I got to work on that. I got to start working on that. Whew, 2 hours. And I still have 100 people in my room. Hello, everybody. Hello. We are learning how to read the Abacus. For those of you that just joined, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know for you guys that are just joining. What we're doing is we're going to read the Abacus and let's do a little review. Thank you so much for liking my live. We're at 13,000. 13,000 likes. Whew. Amazing. Amazing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. That's what 10 looks like. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. 15, right? 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20. That's it. Okay, so we're going to continue on with some multiplication because that's my focus right now. So we have 6 times 2. 46 times 2. So what are we doing? We do it again. We do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we do 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 is a single digit. Remember, with our single digits, we got to do 0, 8, right? So 0, 8. 0, 8. Add by 8. Excuse me. 6 times 2 is equal to 12. I add my 1. I add my 2. Oh, I did that wrong. 1, 2, 3. 8. And then 12. Add the 1. Add the 2. So, what number do I have here? For those of you that are here, what number do I have? Hello, Dar. 96. Almost, CB. Almost. This is 92. 6 would look like that. The top beat is the 5, and then we have 1. What we have is 2. 90, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 2. 1, 2. Well done, well done. Thank you. Thank you, Sind. Thank you, Beanie. 92, not 97. 97 would look like that. If I add the 5, this would be 97. But I don't have a 5. It would only be 92. So I go down to here. And then my next question is this. I have my distributive property. All I have to do, thank you, Beanie, for the comment, right? It's a good comment because then I can tell you how it's incorrect. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We're looking at our abacus and we're understanding how to read it. We're doing multiplication. So we do 9 times 5. 9 times 5 is equal to 45. So what I do, I add the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I add the 5. The 5. The top beat is always going to be 5. And then I do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I add the 5. Thank you, TR. Yes, the answer is 495. Thank you, TR. So the answer is 495. And it takes me to this one over here. We can do it again. 300. 1, 2, 3. We're at the hundreds. 8 times 9. 8 times 3 is 27. Add the 2, add the 7. 8 times 1. 9 times 1 is equal to 9. 9 is a single digit. Make it double digit. 0, 9. So my final answer is 279. Thank you, TR. Yes, thank you. 279. So our next question. We have 3, 1, 2, 3. 5 times 4. 5 times 4 is equal to 20. Add the 1, add the 2, add the 0. 5 times 2 is equal to 10. Add the 1, add the 0. Thank you, TR. Thank you, CB. Right? So my final answer is 210. 2, 1, 0. 2, 1, 2. Anytime the beads are touching this horizontal bar, it's being counted. So this is 2, this is 1, this is 0. That's amazing. Oh, thank you, Kitty. Yep, we're just doing abacus multiplication on the. We're just doing multiplication on the abacus. This is easy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is equal to 10. To the 10. So that gives me 100. Why? Because I'm over here. 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0. This is 100. Thank you, Kay. So we can do it again. So we have to count on the abacus how many digits we have, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We know 4 times 1. 4 times 1 is equal to 4. 4 is a single digit. I have to make it a 0, 4. 0, 4. Add the 4. And then 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Again, it's a single digit. Make it a 0, 8. That means I have a placeholder, 0, and I do 8. So my final answer is 48. Thank you, TR. 48. And then my last number, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 times 5 is 20. Add the 2, add the 0. So if you look, I actually have 200. And then 4 times 4 is equal to 16. Add the 1, add the 6. So final answer is, thank you, Ernest, for the follow. What's my final answer? Oh, sorry. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, final answer is 116. Well done. Thank you, Dan, for the question. I actually start in the placement value. So if you look, I have this dot right here. This is where my ones place is. So because that's my ones, I start here. So if you notice, I have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So when I look, I have my decimal that sits right here, and my tenths and my hundreds. So that's why I start here. That's why I start over here. Yeah, not a problem. Thank you so much. Dan's. Thank you so much for the question. So then if you notice, I have a dot right here. This is my thousands. So I have my ones and thousands. And so every grouping is labeled, just like commas. Commas when you write, when we write commas. So if we look, we can do ones, thousands, millions, billions, and then trillions. However, if I wanted to use this as my ones place, then I have to shift everything over, and it goes like that. So we have our ones and our tens. And then everything else would be my decimal. So it would be my decimals. And if I did that, then I could do this. 9, right? 990.00001. So then I'm back to my decimals. But then I choose this one to be my ones place. So then we're back to here. So this would be my 10,000s. So ones, tens, 100,000s, 10,000s. How is that 9? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The top bead is always a value of 5. The bottom bead is the value of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. we can see 5 plus 4 is 9. And then this is 10. 1, 0. We have 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Thank you, Angelique. Yes, that is a very good question. Thank you so much. So when we're looking, we're just looking at the abacus. And then depending on what the number is, right? So we can actually do, this. Hello, Ski. Thank you so much, Ski, for the comment. I'm happy. Happy and you know it, do some abacus. If you're happy and you know it, do some abacus. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, do some abacus to show that you're happy. Alright, what are we doing? I gotta do this. I gotta put some stuff away. Hold on. Hold, please. Alright, so let's do that. Nope, that's the wrong one. Okay, so thank you for everybody joining. Thank you everybody for joining. Let's see what number you think this is. What number do you think this is? If I have my tens and my ones. This is my ones, my tens. My ones, my tens, and my ones. What number do you think that is? This is available in my TikTok shop with an abacus. 91. Thank you, Dan's. Yes, it is 91. Well done, Angelique. Thank you, Izzy. 91. And then our next number. I clear my abacus. I'm going to put my tens and I put my ones. What number do we think that is? Thank you, CB. Oh, thank you, Angelique. 92. 92. Well done. Well done. And then we have this number. Thank you everybody for sharing my live and for tapping. Please keep tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Thank you. Mud. How is that 92? 15. 1, 5. You're well done. How is it 92? No love. 92. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 2. 1, 2. Alright. After this maze, I am going to log off. So that was 15. Here we go. Next question. This is available in my TikTok shop. What we're doing is we're recognizing how to read the abacus. What do we have? Thank you, TR. You know. Thank you. And then we have our next number. Can you do a triple digit next? $78. $78. Angelique, yeah, we could do a triple digit. All right. So then our triple digit would look like here. There we go. What number do we think that is? Thank you, No Love. Makes sense, right? Thank you. Thank you. You know. Thank you, Izzy. Well done. Well done. Yes. 883. What is next? We have this, that, and then this. What number do we think that is? For those of you that are interested, I do have it in my TikTok shop. I did pin it. Oh, good, Max. Thank you. 3,000. Math when my brain gets it. This is awesome. 357. Well done. Well done. For those of you that are interested, I do have a few books in my TikTok shop. I do have it available here. My name is Lynette, and I've been teaching Abacus for about 20 years. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And we are going to continue on with our maze. Back to our program. So that was 357. So our next number is this. I don't like math, but this is math. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Mr. Lazo. Thank you for the comment. So we have our next number. 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 5, 6, and then 2. Well done, Angelique. So our next number, we have hundreds, tens, and ones. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much for the share, Angelique. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Lazo and Angelique. What number do we think this is? Thank you. 780, right? 700, 5, 6, 7, 80. 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is in the tens column. This is 0. Well done. Well done, Angelique. Our next number. Yeah. After this, I'm going to head out. I need to go get something. I got it now. I got this. Good, Max. Well done. Yes, 610. 1, 0. Thank you, Angelique. 610. What number do we think this is? Thank you for the follow, Dan. We have hundreds, tens, and our ones. What number do we think that is? $459. Well done. Well done. 459. Then we have this number. What number do we think that is? 900, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, and then 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. Thank you, CB. 958. Okay. What is our next number? Thank you. 30008. Well done. Well done. Is it 8 or is it 7? It is 7. 5, 6, 7, right? 8 looks like this. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. It is 8. This is what 8 looks like. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 looks like this. 5, 6. But we're doing 7. We have 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 0, 5, 6, 7. Our next number is... Thank you, Michael, for the follow. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Angelique. Mr. Lazo. Yes, it is 452. 400. 1, 2, 3, 4. 50. The top beat is always 5, and then 2. 1, 2. Well done, well done. Thank you for the follow. Cool. Hey, Cool Kids Club. So we have our next number. We have our ones, our hundreds. We have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. Hey! 195. Well done, well done. Thank you, CB. Thank you, Angelique. Thank you, Lazo. Thank you, Octa. And Max. Well done, Max. Well done. So the answer is 195. $86. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 5, 6. Thank you, CB. Thank you, Angelique. Octa. It is not 96. 96. 96 looks like this. That's what 9 looks like. This is 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6. Oh, good. Probably a typo. It's a typo. Yeah. So we have our hundreds, tens, and ones. And that's our last one. Thank you, everybody, for joining. It is 406. Well done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, and then 6, 5, 6. That's it. Great, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. What we're going to do is take a break. For those of you that are interested, I do have this available in my TikTok shop. I believe it is pinned down here. And then if you're interested, yeah, we did it. Yes, Angelique, we did it. If you're interested in the 3-digit abacus mazes, excuse me. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I will see you guys all. Hello, Copper. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you guys all in my next live. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day, everybody. Have a good day. I feel like a kid again. Honestly, this is fun. Oh, good, Izzy. I'm so happy. I hope to see you in my next live. Bye, Max. Bye, Izzy.